Hey everyone, I'm Kai. I'm 18 years old. I'm a female to male transgender, and I've been on T for 5 weeks starting tomorrow. And I wanted to talk to you people about how my transition is going and what's going on. I meant to document my transition earlier, except I kind of forgot, or I just got mixed up with schoolwork, and I just never got around to it. But I'm here now, and that's what matters, I think. And I hope to continue to do this. But if not, you still have this one video of me trying to talk to you guys about my life. So I'm currently a college student. I study biotechnology, and I hope to go on to vet school and become a vet and work with animals that have been abused and small animals that don't necessarily get the recognition that they deserve when it comes to being sick and being treated. If that doesn't work, I guess I'll go to grad school and work with plants or something like that. I don't know. I got 4 years of college ahead of me. I can't really, yeah. So right now I'm on top of my bed. You'll notice, my pillows are like kind of feminine looking. I mean, I like colors and patterns and textures, so it really doesn't bother me that my stuff is kind of feminine looking. Um, I have a Starry Night poster thing from Vincent van Gogh, which is probably one of my favorite Van Gogh paintings, if you ask me, just because of the colors and the patterns and the textures involved. I have calendar pages. There's a rabbit and there's a guinea pig. They were from PETA. It was a gift. I didn't buy the calendar. And the pictures are kind of cute, but I don't really support PETA and whatnot. I also have the Day of the Doctor poster with TARDIS string lights. The string lights don't actually light up because they're not connected to an outlet because we're not allowed to have extension cords. So, I think eventually I'm going to get some Christmas lights and holiday lights. They're not really Christmas lights. I'm going to get decorative lights so that they can light up, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So, like I was saying, I've been on T for 5 weeks. When I was a kid, I kind of always knew I was in the wrong body. And it turned out that it wasn't just a mental thing. Like, my body naturally produced higher levels of testosterone. So, when I was a kid, I had more of a masculine build. Like, my body type was more masculine, and I gained muscle to the extent that guys would gain muscles, and in the places where guys would gain muscles, that girls didn't really get muscles, and I got muscle mass a lot easier than most girls did. I also had extensive hair all over my body. When I was 13, I remember my friends um, would always make fun of me because I had all this leg hair and they had none. And I had more leg hair than a lot of guys my age did. And so a lot of the guys would just make fun of me because I had leg hair and they didn't. I also had facial hair. I always had stubble under my chin and under my nose. And my mom used to make me shave it because she thought it wasn't feminine or ladylike. And especially because it wasn't little blonde hairs or thin invisible hairs. They were thick brown hairs, dark brown hairs. So I had to get rid of them, or my mom made me get rid of them. I had a lot of acne as a kid too, and it was rough because I have a salicylic and benzoyl peroxide allergy, so any topical acne medication just doesn't work. My face just completely flares and it's not fun. I've been on antibiotic acne treatments which don't work. Um, or maybe they work for other people. They didn't work for me. So it's kind of my acne was always something that it would either happen or I just have to be really on top of washing my face all the time. Um, so that was that. Um, so when I started tea, it was more like it was what my body was supposed to do, I guess. You know, like I started tea and it was like it was like a continuation of all the secondary male characteristics that I had already displayed, but it just happened more. Like my facial hair grows faster now. Like, I mean, you just missed me, but I shaved for the first time in a week and my facial hair was like that long. It was crazy. But like there's more, and like there's more hair like on my chin. I mean, this is my neck, not my chin. There's more hair on my chin. Neck, on my neck. I have more hair on my neck. And like here, and I've gotten some like here. I can feel it actually. I probably have to shave that. And like my mustache hair has gotten thicker. I mean, it's definitely not anywhere near getting like a full beard and mustache, but it's happening. I mean, I can definitely have noticed more hair, I guess, like on my chest area, which I always had some, especially like by my navel, but like now it's like, oh hey, like there's dark hairs growing there. That's kind of disturbing. Only to a degree. I still have really bad acne. It's not as bad as I thought it would be at the moment, especially because I mean I am keeping it under control and washing my face all the time. But you know, it just comes with the territory, I guess. My voice has definitely gotten lower since I started tea. I mean, it's still gonna get lower, but it was definitely lower than it was when it started. Which is kind of exciting and kind of not exciting because it's gotten to the point where I can't sing anymore, and not that I was very good at singing to begin with, but I kind of enjoyed it. Now it's like I can't sing because if I sing my voice is gonna crack. Yeah. I've gotten really muscular since I started tea. Like this is my one arm muscle. I don't know how well you can see it, but like, I mean like this is all muscle here. And then I got this arm, which isn't as big, but it's still there. My legs have gotten so muscular. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I think it was probably like the third day I was on tea, and I was laying in bed, and I said to my roommate, I was like, Ben, I was like, you know what? He's like, what, Kai? I'm like, I feel really, really muscly. He's like, you feel muscly? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, my legs, they just feel so muscly. Like, I don't know where all the fat went, but like all the fat just like completely left my legs, and my legs just got like muscle. And like he felt them. He's like, yeah, that's really weird, or interesting, or cool. And I mean, he was proud and excited. I'm not as hungry as I thought I would be. Like, I thought that I'd be hungry 24/7. All I could ever do is think about food. But it turns out that the food I'm eating is okay. Like, I guess I'm getting enough iron and protein. So, like, I'm also a vegetarian. And I've been able to keep that up since starting tea, and I haven't craved meat since. So I guess that's going okay then. But even though like I don't always feel hungry, there are always those days when I feel really hungry, such as a day when I do a hormone injection. I am so hungry, and I feel like I could eat without stopping. Like I get so hungry on those days. Yeah. When I inject tea, I do intramuscular injections into my leg muscle every other week, and it doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would, except a couple days after I inject, my leg hurts a lot. But I get really hungry on those days. And then on those days, that's the only time when I ever see a mood change, is like I get more agitated when I take a tea shot. Just I guess because of the new like rush of testosterone. It's like, oh hey, like I'm kinda getting all like agitated. Like I get short tempers. I mean I don't yell at people or anything, but I'm just not as patient as maybe I would be if I didn't take a tea shot that day. Yeah. And then this really bizarre thing happened where one time I took a hormone shot, and then I don't know if you could say I got my period, but like I got my period, and it still didn't go away. Like I've had my period literally for like 3 weeks. I don't know what's up with that. I always had irregular periods to begin with, and I mean like I haven't menstruated in months, so I mean it might just be my body being like, okay, we're gonna get rid of all that. Like you don't need it anymore. And why it's taking 3 weeks, I don't know. I mean, I think the longest I've ever had my period for was 10 days. But I mean, no, this is, I had a record, but at the same time, like, it's not like a ridiculous amount of blood. Like, I don't have to wear a pad or a tampon, but it's still like, I've had my period for 3 weeks. This sucks. Um, but yeah, that's really all I have to say, I think, at this point. If you have any questions, I mean, I'm always happy to answer them. Um, yeah, and I mean, I hope to continue to do these videos, and hopefully next week will be less of an informative thing and just be like an, oh hey, this happened this week kind of thing. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.